Hello, ladies. I am so excited to get going with our 80 Days of Purpose challenge. Before we kick off, I wanted to just run through some helpful tips for the eating plan. I know when you hear time nutrition, when you hear a structured plan, the thought could be overwhelming, but I promise you that if you follow this plan, if you take the time to prep ahead of time, it's going to be so good for you. So, first thing you're going to do is log into beachbodyondemand.com, and you're going to log in with the same information that you use to sign up. So that'll bring you to you'll click on the 80-day obsession when you see all the different choices for the workout programs. Click on 80-day obsession and it'll bring you here. So the first thing I want you to do is watch these videos. It's only 4 minutes and 6 minutes, but the quick start tips are going to give you some really good helpful advice for getting started, and then eating plan tips to get you going. Weekly, there's going to be a weekly obsession, kind of behind the scenes little reality show of the cast and some of the things that they're experiencing going through the program, because this workout was actually filmed live. Every day of the 80 days was completely live versus filming it and then us repeating the workout. So the next thing you're going to do for the eating plan is go to program materials, and you're going to click on the starter guide. So this is the formula that you're going to do to calculate which meal plan you're going to follow. So take some time to get familiar with this. Okay, you're going to take your before pictures and measurements. We're going to do that this weekend so that we're ready to go on Monday. So you're going to do the starting point, so the before. You're going to do the end of phase 1, which is end of the first month, end of phase 2, second month, and end of the 80 days. So we're not going to be doing weekly, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in the call, but today I just want to focus on the nutrition plan. All right, so you're going to do your calculation. You're going to figure out your baseline. So just go ahead and plug in your information. It's going to tell you exactly which eating plan to go to. Okay, we're not going to be calorie counting. We're not going to be super, stressing over macros or anything crazy like that. We're just going to figure out what plan we're eating from at the beginning, and then that's all the calculating we're doing. From then on, we're going to be, using the containers as a form of measuring, basically. But trust me, you're going to be eating a lot of food. Some people's problem is they feel like it's too much food. So I would suggest go by the formula. Don't guess which calorie bracket. Don't get your, hear that you're in plan D and say, well, I want to eat in plan C because it's too much food, or, go by the eating plan that it says. Do it for 2 weeks. Give your body time to adjust to this new way of eating, and then reevaluate from there. So you're going to figure out your eating plan. I, as a nursing mom, added 500 calories. So instead of being in plan A, it actually bumped me up to plan C. So I'm going to be eating a lot more food to make sure I'm getting nutrition for me and my baby. So if you're a nursing mom, make sure that you add on 500 additional calories, okay? So this is going to give you, basically the workouts and what you need to get started. So once you know that, once you have your plan, you're going to go down to your plan. So like I said, I'm going to be eating from plan C. So let's go to that one. Again, homework for the weekend. Start to get familiar with this. This is your plan, whichever one you're in. Okay, so it's going to talk about the containers. It's going to talk about the nutrition time meal plan and how it's literally going off of when you work out. So I suggest picking a workout time for this 80 days. I know it's going to be hard. We're going to pick a time that works best for all of us to be able to hop on a Zoom call for accountability. So pick a workout time and stick to it, because your meals are literally going to be planned around your workouts. So if you're working out different time every day, that's not going to help, and you need as much structure in this plan to stay on track as possible. So it's going to give you examples and all that good stuff. So this is a breakdown of what the containers are. So, I'm going to get to eat 5 vegetables, 3 fruits, 5 protein, 4 carbs. Like, that's a lot of food. You'll see. So we're not cutting out food groups. You're still going to be able to have, food groups. I'll get to the food list later. So don't think this is some crazy diet where you're going to be hungry and restricted. We're going to be eating food. It's just going to be food that's really nutrient dense for us. And by formulating it around our workout is going to help our body maximize our results. It's going to fuel us at the time that we need to be fueled for the workout, and then to recover from the workout. So this is an example here. um, of the meal plan. Now, if you're not doing the Beachbody Performance line, so the Energize is the pre-workout, Recover is the post-workout, if you're not doing those, then you're going to want to skip down to the bottom and look at that plan. So this is an example if you're, where is it? If you're not doing it with the performance line. Okay, so I won't spend too much time on that because everybody's plan is different, and we'll talk a little bit more about it on Monday if you have questions. But I suggest printing out this menu planner. So you're going to have your meals mapped out. If you just every day say, okay, I got to get a green, a red, a yellow every day, you're going to get stressed out and overwhelmed. But the more you plan ahead of time, the more you'll set yourself up for success. So over the next couple of days, figure out which meal plan is yours. And then we're going to go to, so here's an example of what a pre-workout meal could look like. So if it's green, red, and yellow, that could be egg, spinach, and oatmeal. Okay, post-workout meal, green, red, yellow could be squash, chicken breast, and whole grain pasta. So there's some examples there. I'm going to go to the food list because I know that's really important. I know we have some picky eaters. Some people said, what if I'm picky? You know, I don't want them to necessarily tell me what to eat. Well, that's the good part about it is there's a structure and a framework, but you get to choose what foods you're eating from. There's also vegan. So any of my vegan friends, I know we have some vegans in here. Same thing for you. It's all there. It's all structured out for you. I mean, this is really incredible. So let's check out the food list. And make sure. Okay, so the food list is loading up here, but basically within each container, it's going to give you an entire list of foods that you can eat for that container. So if it's green and you don't necessarily love broccoli, but you love asparagus, then you eat asparagus for that green. It's not telling you exactly like the specific foods to eat, but a guideline of the type of foods. So we'll go down to that when it lets me. Still loading up. Okay, so here's the example. So every week when you sit down to map out your meal plan for the week, and I do have a meal plan chart that is loaded up in the My Challenge Tracker app. So you can use that and print it out and put your meals in there or use the tracker sheets that I showed you. But basically the top third of each category is going to be the foods that are most nutrient dense. So sure, you could absolutely for your carbs have tortillas and pasta, and bread, whole grain bread. That's fine. So for those who are like, okay, this is the day that I need some bread, you can go for it. I mean, we're not cutting that out. But sweet potato is going to be more of a nutrient dense food for you. So it's going to have more nutrients for you. Same thing with, the fats, the healthy fats. You could have cheese for your healthy fat, or you could have avocado. So it leaves it up to you. Look at all these options of foods to have. So I don't want anybody hangry, anybody frustrated. You eat, eat, eat. That's the point of all this, is to eat, to fuel our body the way it needs to be fueled. So check out this food list, sit down, make your plan for the week. I suggest meal planning the weekend before and then going grocery shopping for the whole next week so that you have everything you need. It's going to cut down on your temptation to want to run out and grab something. You're going to have your food right there for you, but just having the food there isn't going to do it. You got to prep. So if that's twice a week, maybe the beginning of the week and then the end of the week, beginning of the week and then midweek, that's perfectly fine. But make sure you schedule in time to prep out as much food as you possibly can so you can just grab and go. It's going to cut down on your temptation there. So you're also going to want to print out your workout calendar. I'm pretty sure that you got one. If you ordered the 80-day obsession challenge pack versus just the regular challenge pack, then you have a printed version of this. But if not, go ahead and print this out. It's just so much easier to see what day you're doing, check it off. I feel so good when I get to check off a workout. There's something mentally for me that I'm like, ooh. So check off the workout. And then you'll be able to, really just get pumped to, at the end of the week, see all the workouts that you got finished. So that's pretty much the moral of the story. Be as prepared as you can. That's going to hold you in. Also, there's tracker sheets if you want to track your weights. There's no way to remember how you're increasing in weights because you are going to get stronger throughout this program. That's one thing I really heard, is that you just get so strong by the end. So in order to know how you're improving, then you can print these out and be able to do that as well. I know it's a lot of resources, but I'd rather have too many resources than not enough. So that's what the support group is here for. You have all the resources, you have everything you need. Here is frequently asked questions if you want to check those out as well, and other languages. So that's the gist of it. We are here to support you. Jennifer and I are the kind of head coaches of this group, so we're going to be doing posts every day and hopping in and just sharing knowledge and being there to support and encourage you, and we're going through it with you. So any questions, just post it in the group and tag one of us, and I'm sure someone else has that same question, so just post that in the group and we will, try to do our best to answer that question. Okay, this is a genius program. It really is, and I know that we're going to see some incredible results, but you have to be prepared to help you stay on track. Any questions, let us know. So looking forward to doing this with you, and I'll talk to you soon.